Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. I am testing out something new today, and we're going to see how this is going to work. I didn't plan on streaming, but I am here only because I think I should close my door. I'm here only because I want to test out this new Meld studio. And yeah, it's actually multi-streaming right now. It's on YouTube and on Twitch. The only thing I didn't like about it so far, we're going to test out a couple. I've set up a couple of different screens just like before, different, I should say, scenes. And so we're going to click through them so you can see how they transition. The transition is beautiful on this thing. I got to be honest. The only thing that I don't like so far, and this is what I'm gonna start. That's why I'm testing it right now, is when I go live, I need to make sure that my go live information is set. In other words, my title and selection, like right now it's on category gaming in on YouTube, and it had the old, like the last YouTube that I did, which was way back in the day, that was only a YouTube stream. It said Conan on it, and that was the title. So I had to make sure I had to go in there and actually change that. So there is nothing that pops up beforehand for you to change it before you go live. So that's number one. I would have to just do that before I hit the go live button. So that's interesting. But I got to be honest, it went immediately. When I clicked, it just went through. I'm looking at a countdown right on the output of it, and it says, yeah, I've been on for, let's see, can I just put this over on my screen real quick? I'll do that in a moment. But yeah, if I can pop these windows out, that'd be great. So we're going to see how this works. Also, I'm going to be testing out the chatting because I'm not sure where the chat, obviously there is not a central chat, but if I chat on, let's see, just testing chat out here. Let me see if it comes up on the screen. All right, so that's from Twitch. I don't think it's going to come out here. Let me see. This is testing from YouTube. Let's see. Okay, so that goes to YouTube, but it doesn't come out on my screen here. So all I've got is the Twitch one. I could probably change that. Let me see if I can do something here. I'm trying to edit my Streamlabs. Because the problem is that is directly from, I wonder if there's a chat screen. I haven't seen a chat screen on this, so I had to put this one in from Stream Elements. And unfortunately, Stream Elements is directly tied into Twitch, unless I log into my YouTube login, and then I can change it. So let me see if there's anything that I can do here for settings. I'm taking a look. I'll bring this over here just so you guys see I'm doing something. So yeah, for settings, there really isn't anything that says this is simply for Twitch. So that is a problem. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's a problem. I'd have to look at that because there is no widget. I guess I'd have to find a widget. So if I do browse, let me see. I'm going to do layers, which is basically sources in Meld, and I'm looking at browser duplicator. It would be browser, but I don't think it's going to work that way. There's markdown, there's rectangle, and there's widgets. So there's combo widget and there's spotlight. I don't know what the hell the combo widget is. I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. All right, what is it? It's a combo widget. What does it do? I have no idea. Oh, here it is. Let me see. But that's super chat. All right, hold on a second. Preview events. So this doesn't, I don't think this allows what I think it allows. Let me bring you over here. I'm going to put this right next to my head over here for a second. See if this works. I'm testing out something, so we'll see if this is even a thing. So this is a combo widget, and it has react to event settings, cheer, Twitch sub, YouTube chat, super chat, YouTube member, but it's not a chat one. What happens if I do this one? Let me just see what happens if I do cheer. Let's see. Reset to default value? No. Preview event. Let's try that. Okay. So Yeah, I don't know what that is, but okay. Preview event. Oh, so all that does is do this line. Oh, I know what that is. Anytime somebody does something like subscribe or whatever, that's what comes. That's interesting. Yeah, but that doesn't really help me for. Yeah, that's not really great. So let's see. Well, maybe we'll put this here. I'm gonna make this smaller. So basically, it's like that. Oh, that's too small. Okay, let's make it a little bigger. Okay, now try. Get too big. A little smaller. It's like a cha-cha. Hold on. Yeah, that's too small. So I probably have to make it bigger and put it behind us. So if I make it bigger, this is just testing. I don't even know if I'm going to even use this. But is it behind the combo widget? Needs to be behind the chat. So I'm going to put it behind the browser, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab it and just put it like right there, like that. Okay. So if it's something like this, and maybe I will make it a little smaller. Oops, wrong one. Hello. Okay, make it a little smaller. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Okay. Something along that lines. Let's see if it does it. Okay, so if I go to this thingamajiggy here, and if I do a preview, yeah, so that's what it does. So whenever there's like an event, that's what happens. Preview event, there it is. And then it goes away. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be using that, but I need is a multi-chat one. That's what I need. So I need to look for that. Add an audio track to the source. No. So can I just click away from that for a second? Yeah. Man, yeah, I don't know if this isn't going to work. So it's little things like that you're going to learn. All right, so let me show you different transitions just because I'm doing this for me. So if anybody watches this later, hey, good for you. You got to see this. So the coolest thing about using this beautiful software, I'm going to get out of the screen for a second. So here's the thing, the reason why I wanted to use it. So hopefully my volume is loud enough that you can hear me, because I can't really tell. I can't really gauge it. So I'm hoping that it is. It's okay, but you'll let me know. Let me know later. So here it is. So we're in full view right now. This is one of our scenes. So if we go to desktop view, it's going to do this. And it automatically transit. Let me go back. So watch. So number one, why is that up there? Let me just double check that for a second. So why is this there and this is there? This should not be there. This is second one. So we're going to make this, get rid of that. It's this one. I don't know why I had it twice. And so this would need to be smaller. I'm just going to put you up here for now. And then probably make you a little smaller. I can probably do this. Okay, let's put you up here. All right, so let me go back. So if I go to, here goes. So here we are in full view. We decided, let's go ahead and go to desktop live. We go to desktop live. It moves all the elements. If you're using the same elements or sources in each of the scenes, which is also called the layer in this case, it automatically moves them to that position. So as long as they're named the same and using the exact same ones, it goes ahead and moves. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. So that's pretty cool. Then I did that with all my scenes. So if I go to news and views, check this out. There you go. Boom. So if there's anything that appears that was not there before, like for example, my social media stuff at the bottom, it comes up. That's something that wasn't there before, but okay. It resizes everything to the way it's supposed to be. It actually just transitions right into it. Let's go to study time. If we do that, booyah, there we go. So we just added another, we changed this around. I could be like here in the center, which normally I am right in the middle here, but I don't know why I moved off to the side today. So this another cool thing. So there you go. So there's study time. I added my other monitor over here in case I wanted to, I don't know, let's say I had a YouTube video playing here, and let's say we are working in this one. So that would be great, because this one I consider study time. So if I'm working on something like Photoshop, whatever, that's right in the center here. Let's say I go ahead and I'm going to launch Photoshop just for a second. And that's there. And let's say that I'm going to run YouTube on the other screen. So if while I'm working, if I ever do one of these again, which I'm not sure if I will, but let's just say that we did that. Make sure we don't have anything controversial on the screen. That would be great. Okay, perfect. We'll just leave that. And whatever, if we play a video, it'll be down there. If we do some mock-ups up here that I'm working on pillows right now, there you go. So I'd be doing that. And there you go. What's going on, Brink? Good to see you, man. So that works out well. This is a good, hey, study time. Now, if I go back to news and views, boom, there it goes. It's nice, puts everything back where it was. If I say be right back, obviously everything goes dark, except for the stuff that's already there. Go back to study time, boom. So it doesn't matter. Ending screen is actually the same way. Go back to study time. Go back to full screen. Go to news and views. So it doesn't matter where I go. It's so freaking awesome. These transitions are probably what I'm enjoying the best about this. That's pretty crazy. Let's minimize that. Was checking out Meld yesterday. Looks nice already. They update it every 2 weeks. Yeah, they just did an update this morning. The only thing I like so far, so two things that I've found that I'm not 100% on board with yet is number one, when you go to do your Twitch or your YouTube stream, or in this case, I'm doing a multi-stream today. Excuse me, I have hiccups. You have to actually go in and then go to your edit stream information and actually put this information first, because there is no screen for you to do that. Well, at least I have not seen one. And so that's number one. The other thing that obviously you have to do that in YouTube also, which is a little bit more complicated because you actually have to go to edit here, and then you have to, scroll down and pick everything that you want to pick. In this case, this is not gaming. This is kind of how-to and styles or people in blogs. I think this is people in blog. Let's just do people in blog. And then I'm going to, so basically I'd have to go through all this crap here. This is a little bit more time consuming. Adventure. Yeah, nice. Age of War. No, we're not doing that. No Age of War on this. Oh, I can't delete? Oh, no, I can't remove. I can't remove. Yes, I can. Okay, so I just have to click on the wrong one. All right, perfect. I'll just leave it like that. Tech, life, adventure. Sure, why not? Let's get rid of adventure. And then save. So now my savings things have been saved. And I can, eventually it goes away. But right now it just seems to be hanging. So hopefully the YouTube stream is okay. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Hey, Hyde, what's going on? So let me see. All right, so there it goes. It's refreshed. It still says gaming, and I was in the wrong. It doesn't matter. So that doesn't update as easily. Doing the update live for YouTube is a little bit more difficult. So you have to do this before you start, because you can't do it inside. Normally, like a Streamlabs OBS gives you a window that pops up before you go live and says, fill this stuff in, fill your title in, whatever, before you go forward. This one does not do that. So that's number one. Number two is the fact that I am multi-streaming. By the way, how's my sound? How's the level? Hold on a second. I got to check on something. Do we have a Windows 10 laptop? Yes, I think. But we have a Windows 10 PC for sure. Anyways, I don't remember if my laptop, I think my laptop's Windows 11. So so the multi-chat is a problem because it doesn't, even though I'm multi-streaming, it doesn't allow, there is no chat widget. I have to find one. Let's see if we can find one real quick. There should be some of that. Let's go here. Let's do there you go. A lot of good stuff there. Okay. I was getting one of the things Norton was picking it up as a virus or malware, and I had to freaking go through and unquarantine and whatnot. It's just I freaking hate Norton. But okay, so this is their website. This is what they show. Obviously, they have some more stuff that I don't know about. Maybe they're actually like these border styles. I have not seen this. Where is this? Let's see. Oh, there is a border style. Oh, I can do colored. Ooh, that's amazing. Okay. I can do ghost. Ooh. So those effects are pretty cool. These are presets, but there's other things that you can do. Ooh, TV. Nice. Pixel camera. Fisheye. Great. Hologram. Pretty cool. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's got a couple of things. Newish programs make antivirus angry. Yeah, it's stupid. It does it to other programs as well. It's just dumb. Let me look. So these little things here on the side, border styles, I have not seen that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sure that's somewhere. I just haven't seen that yet. Multi-chat. So I'm going to see if I can find something in regards to multi-chat. Integrated with Elgato. So I think I need to put this on my Stream Deck. That's the other thing I haven't done yet. Even computers don't like change. It's true. It's very true. Built to multi-stream. It doesn't have a chat widget built in. That's the thing that's it's irky. All right, so move transition. We got that's pretty cool. If you guys didn't see it, here it is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's just great. I love that transition. Okay. Control your sound. That is one thing that's pretty straightforward. You could add some gain though if you wanted to. Did you guys say my volume was okay? It was good? All right. I don't know if I have to raise it up or not. So it's got all these different Twitch VOD track, built-in audio. So it's got the audio stuff. That's good. I don't use any of this stuff, so I don't really care about that. Now, where are the widgets? So I need to do a Meld chat widget. I don't think it has one yet. So these are like Meld docs. Commands, check commands, check commands, check commands. Mute the source of chat. Is a command that you type in chat? No, those are triggers. Yeah, setting up was easy, but I think it's this additional stuff that gets a little bit kind of annoying. So I'm using Stream Elements to show my chat, but the chat is only for Twitch. So I'd have to make a separate one for YouTube, or I'd have to use, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd have to use. It's a little weird. I'd have to get rid of my chat. I'm not sure. I'm surprised it doesn't say anything about that yet. I mean, because it allows multi-streaming immediately out of the box, which is great, but it doesn't allow multi-chat. Very odd. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's anything, but I did a search, nothing comes up for chat wise. What the hell is this? Drag and drop. Add an image layer. Oh, you can add an image layer. That's right. If I wanted to make it all pretty and stuff, I can add a border. I don't really care about that. I'm not looking forward to making this pretty. Add a duplicator, nested scenes layer. Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, you get really in depth in this stuff. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Unlike OBS. OBS is a little bit more complicated, and it's like too many freaking properties on everything. But this is pretty straightforward. The only thing is, like I said, I think it's slimmed down on a couple of items. What is this? Excuse me a second. What is this? You can read content from a markdown file in Meld Studio using your preferred text or code editor to view real-time updates with Meld. That's pretty cool. So if you were writing markdown language, like your HTML and whatnot, you can actually see it. That's pretty neat. I don't think I'll ever use that, but okay. Love that it supports WebP image files. Yeah, I guess that's good. I don't see that as something I'm going to need. Sorry, my daughter's texting me something. Color, border. I like that I can make myself round if I don't want to. I'm already round. We know this, all right? We're not talking about my shape. But we can make this thing here like rounded so I can be like, woo. But no, I don't need it to be that much. Yeah, I think the chat thing's the only thing that's really going to bug me. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Round those corners. I rounded them a little bit. Faster loading, less memory, lossless scaling. WebP is quickly becoming standard for web. Can you make your own overlays in it or still have to use like Stream Elements or whatever? No, I made everything myself. All of these, there's a starting one. There's this one. This is all done directly here. The only thing that I used Stream Elements for was the chat. That's a Stream Elements browser source. So that was the only thing that was a browser source. Everything else is directly from the software here. Overlays wise, and so like for example, I don't have anything in the background here. If I wanted to, I can put something in the background. I don't really need it. But like if you see for this one, this is desktop, no background. Here's news and views. I just added my background, a background image, and that's it. Again, the only thing that I'm using Stream Elements for right now is my chat box. Only because it does not do, 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 it do a chat widget. I haven't seen it. So even if I do help, let me see, help, share, join Discord, about, share feedback. Yeah, there's not a lot there. You can take a screenshot. You can open capture device stats. That's about it. I mean, I can change bitrate on the fly. That's actually a good thing too. Yeah, no, I don't. There's not a lot of meat and potatoes to it. It's pretty straightforward, but it works. You can allow clips. You can actually do clips directly from the software itself. There's a button at the top. You just have to set it up so it knows what folder to go to. You can allow clips, and so you can do 90-second clips on your desktop immediately. What's up, Guino? Hey, man, what's going on? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the sub, brother. Sorry, my alerts are off right now. We're trying this new studio thingamajiggy. So let me see something. Yeah, so all of this is all just straight, no overlays in Elements. You just use your own. I mean, these are all like, this is a PNG. The bottom, like, stay connected is a PNG file. Obviously, the NordWolf Live logo is a PNG file. This is actually my webcam. I just made it a little smaller. In fact, this is probably, let's see if I can make this a little bit. There we go. So I can round the corners a little bit more. If I wanted to round these corners, I could do that as well. So let's see if I make them a little more round. Yeah, so not that I need to, but I usually stay at about 20. So yeah, so this is all good, but for basic streaming, this is fine. Like, I don't really need to have my chat up there. And like I said, the only ones missing out here is like YouTube chat. So I'd have to put like a YouTube chat and a Twitch chat, but it doesn't matter. I mean, in the end, I can just get rid of the chat altogether. It's just nice to have the chat on the screen so that, you know, in case people are just watching and they have a place to read it. Sometimes certain playbacks don't show chat. So it's things like that. Kind of cool. You can add audio tracks, one button click to disable the audio track from VOD 2. Yeah, as well. Yep, you're right. I'm just using my regular broadcast one, which is my microphone and everything else that goes through it. I have a music one and I have a system one, but I have those turned off. So we'll have to see. I've been off for 30 minutes now, so it seems stable. So that's the other thing that's good. The quality seems pretty good too. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm tired. I got a lot of crap going on right now. So that's all right. It for somebody that's just looking to get streaming like up and running and not worry about too many bells and whistles, this is perfect. And I'm sure they're probably going to start adding, you know, more stuff. I think that if there is a way of adding widgets or making them have, you know, somebody makes them for you, I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not, like I said, I don't really need a lot, so it's not really something that I'm crazy about. But definitely for somebody that's starting out, that's like, man, OBS is just a beast. It takes up a lot of memory, and I don't have that kind of time to figure it out or watch a YouTube. So that's kind of the that's kind of what it's saying. I need to remove that word from there. That word keeps getting blocked. It's nice for full screen viewers. Chat, you mean? Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, like for this, when I do this one, I mean, this works so much better. Oh, speaking of which, look, oh, I want you to see something. Oh, I got to change this. Okay, so you notice that there was no transition there, right? Watch. So from here, there's no transition for the camera because it's named differently. So if I went here and named this, let me make sure, what is it called? Insta360 link, all one word. Okay, let me see. So if I go here, let's see if I can rename this. Okay, so now I named it the same. Now it works. You see how before it wasn't working? Now it works. It just has to be named exactly the same thing. So there you go. So go from here to here. I love the resizing. I think The resizing is freaking amazing. How is Nord on CPU resources usage? Better or same? Let me double check. Hold on. I need to close Photoshop for a second. I was working on something there. Can we just I don't know if I'm going to use these files, but I'm just going to save them real quick. Okay. Close this out. Let's see, Task Manager. Well, here's the memory. Let me switch. There's a memory. There's a CPU. Here's me transitioning. Doesn't really do much. Memory's pretty good. GPU is pretty good. I'm not running anything other than Chrome right now. So, yeah, I would say that it's pretty decent. If I opened up OBS, I wonder how high this would go. Go to processes. Sure. Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, think about it. CPU wise, it's like 4.95%. This is not bad at all. So that's not bad. Stop trying to look at what I'm running. Stop trying to sneak a view at my stuff. You're trying to look at all my background applications running, looking for something, say, POR and hub. No, I stopped going to that site because it asks for ID now. I had to find another one. Looking for those cheats. Firefox doing 10 open tabs. Yeah. No, you know what's crazy? Every time you do open a tab in Chrome, yeah, you get like you get all these extra things. Like right now, I have 3 different windows open right now, but let me close this one. Yeah, so I have 2 different browsers opened right now, like this one and this one. This is the same, Chrome, but just 2 windows, and I only have 3, actually 2 now. And I just have 2 of these open. So it should be fine. See, there it is. That's it. That's should be nothing. Hammer, where's my hammer? Quick, turn off the Shrek board. Shit. Come on, man. I've been using computers since America Online. I think I know what to shut down. Can you imagine? Oh man. Like those people that go on here's the thing. When I go on social media, I don't look up weird stuff. No, hell no. Because the problem is that gets into your algorithm, right? And so when you're looking at Twitter or X, whatever the hell it's called, or you're looking on Instagram, or even if you're looking on TikTok, if you're into that crap, your algorithm is going to change based on where you spent your eyeballs on, right? And so, yeah, sure enough, you'll be scrolling through and you're like, oh, yeah, there's that stuff I was watching. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So, yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm like, not interested. And I make sure that I click not interested and block it. Yeah, it's nuts. All the trackers, cookies, and extensions running in every tab. Yeah, it's true. That's what it is. That's what slows everything down. But right now, I don't have anything really running. No, I was just going to do some work, but I wanted to come on and test this out. Like I said, it runs really smooth. I love that I can just change this. Hold on a second. I mean, I think this is pretty cool in itself that I can actually do this and just be like, yeah, I don't feel like doing a regular stream today. Luminous. Holy mo. Wow, that's freaky. Red moon. As the red moon rises. They've got some cool ones. What's the scan lines? Oh yeah, okay. So maybe they'll add more of these. You know, it'd be great if they added. They don't have effects right now. Import. You can import your own effects. I don't have any right now. On the fly, you can change which camera you're using also, which I think is pretty cool too. Let's see if I can find one that I like. There we go. Like you're watching TV. It's me, Mario. I'm on TV now. Look at me. Hey, whoa. Where are my hotspots? Pixel camera. That's the best. There you go. I think if anything, I like this one a lot. I like being blue. I'm blue. I believe I will die. I believe. No, never mind. Or that one. If I can get my nose right on the big part. Yeah. So anyway, I think it's kind of cool. I want to see more widgets in this. I definitely want to see more. You know, more little things that I can put up. Like I want to see, like, for my subs, I want to see things for my chat. I want to see social media rotators, maybe, you know, things that I can just incorporate into it without it being too crazy. Oh, that should be your ship damage red alert. Yeah, every time. I wonder if there's an automation you can do that. I bet there is. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. Relative that I don't admit of to being in my bloodline. Oh, relative that I don't admit to being in my bloodline was complaining about all of them ads of a certain type of. Yep, that is a conflict with his marriage to his wife. I've had to clean up relatives, messed up computers, and they're totally like, I don't know why it's slow. Yeah, I find out really easily. Does it have a webcam background remover? It does not. Asking for a friend with a cluttered area. It does not. That is the one thing it does not have. I haven't seen anything. If I right click on the camera, I'm going to see. Right clicking on the camera gives me copy, paste, duplicate, rename, move up, move down, align, stretch to canvas, fit to canvas, reset crop, reset transform, hide lock, flip vertical, flip horizontal, delete, and that's it for the right click. And then for the actual properties, it has the X, Y, angle, height, width, things like that. It has an opacity. It has a stretch. It has a fill mode. But it doesn't have anything else. So it's kind of limited in that sense. There is a way of adding a virtual camera. I don't know if that will help, but no, there isn't a green screen or background remover built in. Asking for a friend. Is that what you're saying? Playing Diablo? I believe I will die. Yeah, I do. Yeah, actually, that's the song I play when I sing that song whenever I play any game. Thanks for pointing that out. I got to say, I took a great deal of joy in explaining algorithm and how they work. Oh. Sometimes they don't care. I've explained algorithm to people before too about, hey, this is why you're getting this, but they're like, oh, okay, and then they just go back to doing it. I mostly use the background. I feel that you can only make a change when you're ready to make a change. I mostly use the background remover for when my wife or kids walk by and a clutter. I see what you're saying. Dude, just buy a green sheet. Go to like a fabric store, get a green sheet and hang it behind you. put on a pair of hangers. Can't believe how many people haven't heard of uBlock. You know what? uBlock, or what's it called? The one that we were using on Chrome, there's an extension for YouTube. It's actually been, Vox probably knows this. it's no longer available or it's not working anymore. It's been removed, so you have to remove it. Yeah, I got some kind of message that says it's out of commission or something. I took it off. I don't care. How much have you seen you can't unsee? Yeah. I do not want to be that person cleaning up that phone. He likes chocolates. Very strong, muscly chocolate. What are you saying? Don't say those words, Hyde. It's not the hell, man. Green screen. The green screen? I need an adult badly. Yes, you do. I ain't buying no green screen crap. I'm tap dancing my booty off here. Yeah, you better be. Jesus, man. Hey, if you're looking for a green screen, I happen to have an extra one, and it'll only cost you $159 plus shipping. Yay. Trying to come up with descriptions. No need. All right. That's some, you know. All right, I'm going to share two stories before I head off and do some work, because this is obviously working, but the chat, there's, I don't know. I think this is okay for what I do. I don't think I need anything more than this. And the fact that it is so low on the processing power and memory, this is really great too. So real quick story. So this morning I take off. I had to go to the dentist, and I went, I get in my car, I head out, you know, down the little road that leaves my house within the community. Notice I said within the community. And I notice up ahead, there's a car on the, you know, my community road, and it's just stopped right on the road there, but it has its brakes on. So I'm like, okay. And I'm slowly approaching it. And as I'm getting closer, they finally realize that they should be freaking moving. So they move. So they start going away. And I'm like, no big deal, whatever. It's just somebody probably putting their seatbelt on. And so I continued on my way, headed out the gate, you know, my entrance or whatever. And I noticed they were ahead of me, so I saw them turn off into the main road, and waited for a car to pass. I got on, so eventually we're at the same light. Now at this point, I've already forgotten the car. I'm not even thinking about them anymore. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I'm waiting for the light to change. I'm just sitting around waiting, whatever. Blah blah blah. As I continue, I noticed that there's, you know, I need to get on a highway, and there's a green arrow light ahead for you to turn. So the guy decides to turn, but he's one of those people that, it's the same car now, I notice. It's one of those people that when they get to one of those green lights, that's a turning light, you know, the green arrow, for whatever reason, they feel the need to stop and look before they proceed. And I'm like, it's green. You can just go. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm like, you know, all right, put my brake on, whatever. And they take off. Now, as we're going on to this ramp, now here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe you do. I'm thinking you do. But if you are going to go on to a highway and you're on the ramp is where you start accelerating so that you can be up to speed to get into the highway. That's kind of like, that's the way I kind of like picture it. It's like, you can't expect to get on a highway that's 70 miles per hour going 30 miles per hour. That doesn't work. So you need to bring yourself up to speed on the ramp. So I'm doing like a little less than 30 as I'm coming on the ramp. The guy's in front of me, but I have a good car length away from him, or it or her, whatever, I don't know. And they brake check me. And I'm like, well, I didn't know at first that they're brake checking me, but I saw their brakes come on and they're stopping. So I'm like, okay, why are they stopping? And then I'm like, all right. And so I kind of like, I kind of stop or slow down to see what the hell's going on. Maybe they're having a flat or something. And then they continue. And I continue. Now, again, I'm about a car's length away, maybe a little bit more. And then we're still on the ramp getting on, but they decide to, now I'm realizing that they're brake checking me. And if you don't know what that means that somebody's behind you. And if they're too close, you pump your brakes So they see your brake lights and they're like, giving them a check that they need to back up. Now, I am nowhere close to this person and I'm not even going fast. We're on a ramp. We're supposed to be speeding up to go, not putting on our brakes and brake checking. So I'm just like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then he's now flipping me off through the window, like through this back window. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what's wrong with, just go. What are you doing? So it was an old man in my neighborhood, first of all. Let me just say that. It's an old man from my neighborhood. It wasn't somebody making me hit him for a kind of scam. No, it was an old man that lives in my neighborhood. So I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, I'm not even close to him. Is his perception wrong? So I'm like, all right, whatever, man. I'm still way behind. I'm like more than a car length away from him. I'm trying to speed up so that we can get into the freaking highway because there's cars, it's morning traffic. So sure enough, when now we're on the highway and we're speeding up, he brake checks me again. And now I'm like I said, I maintained a good car length and a half away from him as we're speeding up. I'm actually trying to maintain longer, but because he's braking, it's making it even more harder for me to maintain a regular speed because he keeps slowing down on purpose. And he's like flipping me off and he's like checking his mirrors, like, because I'm like, what the hell? There's a big truck on the side. So it's not like I can go on the next lane. And I didn't want to be a jerk and like overpass him and be like, "Rrr." So I'm like, what is up with this guy? So I just maintained my speed. I maintained my distance, but I was behind him and I was probably about 2 car lengths away by this time, because now I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. This guy's having a bad day and he's taking out on me. And so he's like checking his mirrors and he keeps looking back and he's like you can tell he's agitated that I'm driving behind, but I'm like, I'm not going to be a jerk and just on purpose do 85 just to like freaking pass him. I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm not in a hurry. I'm doing regular speed, a little bit more than the speed limit. He's going faster than the speed limit. So we're maintaining distance away from each other, but he doesn't like that I'm behind him for some reason. He thinks I'm probably being passive aggressive, which I was not. So he gets out of the lane and he slows down. I see his brakes slowing down so that I can pass him. I'm like, I'm going to pass him regardless, so he doesn't have to brake. And so I keep going. And as I drive by, I just look over to the window and I'm like, I did one of these. I'm like, fuck. I did say what the fuck. And he's like cursing at me, whatever, but his window's up. And some old man like I knew. And I was like, what the hell? So I'm like, all right. And I just kept going. And at this point, I'm like, no cars in front of me. I had freedom to go faster if I wanted to, and I just went on my way, past a couple of cars and continued on my way. And he got behind me, by the way, but he didn't speed up. He just got behind me. So he wanted his lane back. So I'm like, whatever. This guy, I don't know why. I did do something wrong. So I got far enough in front of him. Once he got in the lane behind me, I was about 2 car lengths in front. I brake checked him. But not like as much as he did to me, like to slow down a lot. I just gave him the quick brake check because he was about to start accelerating. So I did it. I just, quick one just to be like, aha, now you know what it feels like, So then I just like stepped on my gas and went away. And I left. He was in the behind and I went on my merry way, got off my exit, and I had to go to, I went to get a coffee first before I went to the dentist. So I went and had my coffee because it was too early. And the place that I went to, which by the way is so far out of the way from my home and from where I was going. Well, it was on the way to where I was going. He actually ended up at the same place. So as I parked, I noticed his car parked 2 aisles over. And I'm like, what the, I'm like, wait, is he following me? I was like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be, I took my glasses off. I threw my hoodie on. I was like, all right, this is good. And so I get out of the car and the place wasn't open yet. So he didn't come out of his car yet, but I'm like, I just waited by the door to see if he would come out. He didn't come out. I guess he saw me. I don't know. He didn't come out. I waited. I'm like, all right, whatever. No, I mean, I wasn't there like, I wasn't doing, I was just standing there. I had my iPad with me. So I was just waiting for the doors to open. I put on my full plate armor exactly out of the trunk. Pulled out my sword. I'm ready to throw down. Anyway, so I'm just like, if he says anything to me, I'm going to go off. And I'm picturing like freaking Jack Reacher in my head moment while I'm at the freaking diner. So I went into the diner. I got my coffee. It's it's one of these supermarkets that has a diner. So I went there, had my coffee. I sat down and I was eating normally, just minding my own business. All of a sudden, while I'm almost finished, and when I sit, by the way, in the morning and I'm not with anybody, I look straight ahead. I know what's going on around me, but I'm not like looking around at people. I'm just straight ahead, drink my coffee, kind of just stare into space and just have my morning. And I hear him and see him off the side of my eye, and he's at the register and he's being all nice, trying to speak Spanish. Can't really speak Spanish, but he's broken Spanish, whatever. And he's speaking to the ladies there. I didn't say a word. I just glanced over because I noticed him, so I just looked. He didn't see me or look at me. Looked back. I kept having my coffee. He didn't say anything. He walked across behind me and he left. But turns out he actually works in one of those places, because when I came out, his car was still there and he got his stuff to go. So anyway, so it turns out I think he probably works there, which is so weird. It was like, yeah, it was nuts. But anyways, but he's a neighbor. He's somebody that I know lives near me. I don't know exactly which house, because I've seen the car before. And on top of that, we ended up in the same place. So I don't know if I'll ever see the guy, but I know exactly what he looks like. Did he key your car? No, I checked my car and I checked my tires when I got out. There was nothing. I made sure. Bag of holding out of the trunk. Nor grabs his red bean bags out of the trunk and throws one on. Dude yells. I was trying to make friends. Anyway, so that's what happened this morning. But let me tell you, I was so irate because I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't driving crazy. I wasn't yelling. I was saying, get out of the way. I wasn't doing anything. I was just getting on the highway. And I was like, wait, why is this guy braking? I didn't even notice him. So, yeah. Gave me the finger. Terrible. Shame on them. Now, something else that I've been praying on for peace, patience, and understanding. I have someone that's in one of my men's groups that I go to. And I want you to tell me, I know this is real. My wife says, don't get involved, stay in your lane, none of your business, just mind yourself, pray to God. And I do that. But what bugs me is that it is so apparent that I think everybody knows that this is wrong. So we're in a group and there's about, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 guys in there. We're around the table. I think it's about 15. We're around a big table. And so when we're there and we're talking about stuff and we have an actual topic that we go over, and so we're discussing things and people are talking and we're having real talk, like real conversations, like real chat. You know what I'm saying? And so people are like talking about important things that are mad, things that are like, they're sharing stuff that's vital, that's important. And we all learn from each other and whatever. So it drives me nuts that this one guy sits there on his phone while everyone's talking and he's doing this. And he is scrolling through freaking Instagram reels and commenting and liking and sending messages and whatnot while anyone is talking, which I find so disrespectful. And the guy's like in his 30s. I find maybe late 20s, early 30s. I find it so disrespectful and rude because we're all talking and sharing something important that means a lot to us, or that we're going through something, or whatever it is that we're talking about. Even if we're having a discussion, we are all involved, the rest of us, except this one guy is like, and I'm just like, and he's eating. He brings freaking Chipotle chips and he's freaking ASMR. And I'm like, what the is wrong with this guy? Now, I think he's on the spectrum. And it really is hard to hold back from saying anything. And I've been good. I haven't said anything. I was going to say, hey man, do you think maybe it might be a good thing if you like put your phone down and don't use your phone when other people are talking? It's kind of rude. But you know what? It's not my place. So I stayed out of it. I didn't say anything. So we have a, listen, I'm getting, the Lord is going to get me for this one because I shouldn't be even talking about this, but I'm getting it out of me so that I don't say the wrong thing. But the other thing that bugs me about this guy is that he doesn't participate in that. When everybody else is talking, gives three shits whether what anybody is saying, right? If he has something to say, then he says it, then it's like all about him. But otherwise, he doesn't care what anybody is saying, does not pay attention. So we have this this chat on our phone, you know, a phone, what's it called? A message, a group message. And sometimes people are going through stuff and they ask for prayers or, hey, you know, prayer, read this, I saw this, or something that we're all going through. I was going on my trip to meet my parents again. And so, you know, I said, hey guys, I'm getting on a flight. I'm scared, whatever. I'm freaking out. Haven't flown in a while. And, you know, it's moral support, right? That's fine. So this guy sends these freaking messages. He's been sending one every day, if not two every day. And they've been like, pray for my Achilles heel, that it stops being so sore. Then he talked about somebody else that's a chief of staff in his work. He talks about a human a HR person. And it's like these long texts, but they don't seem very sincere. And it's just like mundane stuff, things that like doesn't make any sense. And then it's, I don't know, man, it's really weird. And I'm like, not going to say anything, not going to touch it, to each their own. Maybe this is his way. This is the way he functions. But it's just like, what is up with you, man? You've sent like 6 or 7, and within the week, it's been like 6 or 7 prayer requests of things going on. But yet when we're in session, you give 3 shits about what anybody else is saying. That's wrong. So anyhow, I've been asking for peace, patience, and understanding lately, because it's been really rubbing me the wrong way. Probably, Guino. Have you brought it up to the group leader or whoever runs the group? I talked to one of them about it, and he said, you know, it's funny because he says, well, sometimes I check my phone. I'm like, yeah, checking your phone is one thing, but sitting there scrolling through Instagram reels and liking and just totally focus on your phone the whole time, that's not. So I don't know. I'm not going to talk about obviously what he says in there or what is talked about in there, because that's, you know, I don't do that. That's a good moment, but it's just, I'm telling you that situation because it drives me insane. And I tell like even my daughter, I tell this to, because that's something a teenager would do. Like if you're in a group setting, and whether it's adults talking or other people talking about discussing something, and you're part of that, you give them your full attention. And this is something I think I would say this to any teenager now or person coming of age that's going to be out in the real world soon. Put your freaking phone down when you're in a group discussion with other people and just focus on whoever's talking. Even if you just do this, even if you just look away, you look back at them. I'm not saying you have to stare at them, but you give them your attention in one way or another. When you grab your phone and you start looking stuff up while someone's talking, to you or the group, it's fucking rude. And I know that teenagers do this, and I know there's some, even millennials that do this. But man, just that I think is one of the most disrespectful things you can do to anyone. It's crazy. Sorry, what I was checking. Yeah, I expect that from somebody like Brink. So when Brink does it, I don't really care. And by the way, Brink called me an asshole the other day. Can I just tell you? And he hurt my feelings because he was very rude, and I refused to text him again. I'm not sending him any more DMs. He was so mean. He was so mean. I was trying to share my Meld studio information with him, and he's like, I'm doing my space thing. And then all I did was sent him a GIF of a guy laughing, and he just wrote back, hey, asshole. That's exactly what he said. I'm trying to get my rewards here. Leave me alone. I'm playing my space game. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm out. You got good luck. Have fun. And don't you dare call me an asshole for just trying to share some good information with you. Go play your space game. Space gets lonely sometimes, just so you know. Oh, man. So that's how it is. Anyways, it's just, one of the things I'm learning is I'm not in charge. I don't have to. I don't have to fix the freaking world or fix anybody. If you want to call me an asshole, that's fine. I really don't care. And that's the bottom line is like, I don't care. I'm getting down to the point where it's going to be aggravating what other people do. And it's so freaking frustrating sometimes, especially when they're complete adults and you're like, where did you go wrong? But it's not my job to fix anybody. So all I can do is just be like, whatever, man. I'm just going to make sure I sit somewhere far enough away from them, or I'm going to make sure that I don't associate with certain people. You know, it's just like, that's just the way it is for me. That's kind of the way I've lived. It's like, I don't want to listen. I'll be straight with you. Health wise, I can say I'm not 100%. And so getting frustrated and angry and stressed out and filled with anxiety over shit is really not worth it for me. Let's just put it that way. So I'm kind of like, whatever. It is what it is. That's the way. Now I got to be honest. There's days where I'm like, it's hard for me to say whatever, and it really freaking bugs me. And then my wife's like, breathe, peace, patience, understanding. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Dismayed. Nice. Take him to the vegetables. Throwing socks. Oh my God. The stress from others that don't matter really isn't worth it. That's what I mean. It's like just to get angry because somebody else is doing something stupid that they shouldn't be doing is really not worth it. And you know what? That goes for news too. Like I have to stay away from news because the freaking world is all messed up right now. And it's just not worth it because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just not just not going to go there. Listen, it's out of number one, let's accept it's out of our control. I firmly believe everything is out of my control. The only thing I'm in control of is me. That's number one. And that's it. Everything else is out of my control. I lock that kind of shit in a box and put it away. Exactly. Compartmentalize is a wonderful skill to possess. Yeah. And so that's kind of the way I see it. But to be honest, you know, it's like when you're doing nothing, when you're not doing anything wrong, and somebody tries to screw your day up, like the guy driving or the person called me an asshole, but you know, things like that, it's like, what the fuck, man? I didn't do anything for that. Why are you trying to screw my day up? So that's kind of the way I see it. It's like, it's just freaking annoying. If everybody just learned to be an adult, that'd be great. But, you know, there's adults that can't adult. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. I don't ever say I am. I'm very far from it. But I try every day to be a little bit better than the day before. I refuse, never growing up. Yeah, Guino, you're allowed. You're allowed. Hell, I'm not growing up either. But it is what it is. Before you go, did you catch my novel about uBlock, Nord? I did. Let me go back and read it. I'm sorry. I did see it, and we got kind of on a rant here. Chrome removed uBlock Origin because Google doesn't want people blocking their ads. uBlock Origin is so effective, they were losing out on money. No, absolutely 100%. I remember using it. Firefox still has it, and other browsers too. I can't live without it. Sponsor Block, Privacy Badger, and Violent Monkey. Those are a couple of them. Ad blocker is still working on Chrome for me. I'm right now paying for the premium, and I'll have to look into that to see. Maybe I'm going to be getting rid of that soon because it's kind of $20 I can put somewhere else. They just removed uBlock from the extension store. As far as I know, uBlock Origin has a nice list for trackers, especially in advanced settings, which is why I swear by it. So it's basically so you don't have to pay for premium, right? And it takes away all the ads. I don't like ads. That is one thing. I think when I go to Firefox or something, when I go on a different browser that I'm logged in as something else or someone else, I do notice that I get all the freaking ads and it drives me nuts. It's one of the reasons I don't even like watching Twitch anymore. Freaking A, man. I go on Twitch and it's like anybody I click on to watch, it's like I got to watch like 5 freaking ads. I'm sure that's that way for me, but I don't have ads turned on. That's all Twitch. Scrolling down. Thanks for that input, by the way. Granny had wisdom. Every day you wake up breathing is a good one. The only one that can mess it up is you. Very true. Adblock and Adblock Plus still work on Chrome, but not as good. Use Brave browser with uBlock. You will never see anything, but you can be locked out of some sites. Oh. I just avoid Chrome altogether. Horrible for trackers and privacy. And yes, uBlock Origin plus sponsor block equals no ads on YouTube ever. So what do you use? You don't use Chrome. What do you use? I think you said you use Edge, right? Oh, you use Firefox. I was using Firefox for a long time, and then I switched to Chrome. I might have to go back. But I don't get ads on Twitch with that. But I do. I don't get ads on Twitch with that. Wait, you don't, Guido? With interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting to the point where, it doesn't matter. I'm not watching as many YouTubes as I used to. I used to get angry was because I used to watch a lot of YouTube on stream. And so whenever I wanted to click on a YouTube video, I would have to watch a bunch of ads. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, especially when I'm on stream. So that's kind of why I got it. But now, I don't really. Yeah, there's some stuff I watch on YouTube, but not all the time. Sometimes Twitch will lag when it wants to show an ad, but I don't see them. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Sorry, I just want to make a change. uBlock. No, uBlock. I just canceled Hulu TV because my up price ads free now has ads, and nope. Yeah, I know. So wait, does Hulu have ads now? Oh, I don't even know which one I have. TV. Oh, Hulu TV. Okay. That's way too many things, man. I've been trying to figure out which one I want to get rid of. So I have Hulu, Netflix, Prime, and Apple TV. Oh, and Disney Plus. I think of all of them, I hardly ever use Disney Plus, but my daughter likes watching the Pixar shows, so she's been watching those. But yeah, I don't know. I got to decide on which ones I want to get rid of. I still use Prime a lot. I don't really think, you know what? I don't really use Hulu much, except recently. Is it Hulu or is it Prime? I can't remember. Which is the one that I was watching? Oh, The Old Man. So I'm watching The Old Man. That's an FX show. And I was watching Devs. Oh, and I watched The Bear. So those three are the only things that I've been watching here on Hulu. But other than that, nope. I don't think there's anything else right now. They tell you that some ads are just there and deal with it. Down to Prime and Netflix. I have been watching a lot of Netflix lately. There's not a lot going on there. I'm waiting for Craven to come out on the 13th because I don't want to pay for it as a freaking rental. I've been wanting to watch that. Down to still pirating. The Bear is such a great show. It is. I think I'm on season 3. I'm a couple episodes in. Arg. Sail the high seas. Arg. Nice pirates. Yeah, I don't know. Just we have to see. Electric State. The hell is that? Some kind of sci-fi shit. Wait, does Brink like it? Then I'm not going to watch it. You're going to be on the shit house for a while, brother. Yeah, just shush. Just be a number, okay? Just be a number on the stream. That's it. That's all you're allowed. Unless you're asked a question. You shut your pie hole when you're talking to me. It's all jokes. I'll lose so much sleep. Yeah, all right. Good luck. Good luck. All right, guys, that's it. This tested out great. We did an hour. I think, like I said, this is a pretty cool system. This Meld Studio. Very cool. Very cool indeed. I can sit here and do transitions all day. And that's going to be great. This is when Brink gets me angry. I love it. All right, guys. Have a great day. Do something fun. Stay outdoors if you can. Breathe some fresh air. Stay away from the computer. No, I'm just kidding. Do whatever you got to do. I will be back on Thursday. I got some work to do. Things to get done. That's about it. So until next time, take care of yourself. Be good. Don't be like Brink. He's already gone, so I can say that. All right, I'm out. Peace.